Good evening, everybody. I'm doing this vlog for a multitude of reasons. Sorry, Oreo's tail was wagging and she was smacking a white erase board with her tail, and the plastic that's around it was making noise, so I'm sorry for looking over towards her. But to get to the point, I've been a little harsh on people lately. And I don't mean just my mom, but, Lisa, House of Joan, Carla, the people who've been actually trying to help me. I don't feel negative towards Diane or her people, but I don't think they had my interests in the best of mine. But that's just my opinion. And I know my opinion is not always the best. But I'm also here to not only apologize for my harshness as of late, but I want to explain that a lot of that is my fault. It's my confusion, my misunderstandings, my inability to socialize and understand what people are trying to say without, I don't know. I've had too many people in my past tell me certain things that they should not have told me, because it caused a lot of confusion in my brain, and things did not happen the way I wanted back then, and I was a bit of a little snot. Of course, the person I was a little snot about, my mom finally saw the reality of it. Now, I know a lot of you people think that me and Jerry want my mom to live with us for her money, and that's not the truth. We have enough resources to pay basically for the house. If we could do what I originally wanted to do before Mom moved out, and hopefully it would be insulated enough and Mom would have control of her own environmental systems for the house, yeah, we might ask Mom to, for like a rent or something like that, but nothing extreme, a couple $100 or more. But that's only like if we needed it. I've tried to talk to everybody, my mom and my wife, about this place that I seen out in Salem. Now, Mom's already said that it's too far for her, which I don't fully understand, but that's beside the point. But this little piece of property, which is like 2.8 acres, me and Jerry can pay for. We wouldn't be, what are you doing, dog? We wouldn't be struggling as not that we're struggling, it's just there are times where we have to tighten our belts more than we thought we'd ever have to do. But that's neither here nor there. That's not as important as the apology I'm trying to express, but my brain is getting in my way. And the human brain sucks, because it's not always quiet, and mine is not always quiet enough to listen to the one I should be listening to the most, and that's the God on high. That's Jesus Christ and his Father. But starting now, basically, it started earlier in the week, but I'm moving forward with myself. I'm moving forward for my happiness. Can't tell the camera, sorry folks. Because I realize in order for me to be happy in any given situation, I have to be happy. Because if I'm not happy with myself, will I ever be happy with any given situation or people or anything like that? Now, You might not see it because she hasn't done a vlog or a live in a while, but we are now listening to a woman on YouTube who does Monday through Thursday Bible readings. I think I said this before. She takes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off for family and church. But me and my wife had sat down and talked about creating a schedule that we'll both be happy with. And yes, I know you're probably like, why do you need a schedule at 53? Because I have learning disabilities and I forget a lot of shit. That's why I have notebooks galore. But basically, you know, I'm gonna start getting up at 9 o'clock in the morning, having basically done my blood test, a few minutes to myself in the morning, you know, dog, coffee, and meds by 10, and then at 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock is when this lady comes online to do her ministry, and I love the way she does it. I wish I could be that diligent, let alone that versed in, well, not just versed, but being able to put reminders in my Bible that this is the chapter and verse or whatever that we're going to talk about for the day. But I need this. Otherwise, my day, it goes cock-a-doodle. And my brain goes right down with it. Or actually, it drags me down with it. And because I am going to completely focus let's say most as in 85 to 90, no, I did that wrong. Most as in 75 to 80% of my free time, which I do have several times throughout the day, that I'm either going to be working more on my Bible studies or my happiness. I don't know if I said this, but I have talked with Jerry Ann about moving my personal space down to my mom's old office, which has a bay window, which is good for helping me learn how to take care of my plants, which I'm not doing very good at right now. But my idea is when I move down there, depending on how good our Wi-Fi is, because we've got some good Wi-Fi now, I'm going to be using, I'm going to be downloading a bunch of Bible apps and whatnot onto the computer. I want to be able to play games every so often, just to relax, do something, you know, I consider fun. But most of my time, I'm going to be focused on myself, whether it's doing a vlog, doing a Bible verse, playing on the game, looking at stuff on the internet that it's not bad. It's dreaming, you know, dreaming about a new car, or dreaming about, you know, the ability to have an RV so we can go visit places and people and family and all that fun stuff, which may or may not be something that happens, but you can't stop dreaming. No matter how small or large or insignificant it may be, it's what makes people happy sometimes, is just to be able to dream. And I don't mean like live in a fantasy world. I mean dream about things that if you worked hard enough, you can get it. You know, if I work hard enough, I can, you know, take another cruise, or work hard enough, me and Jerry can go see Yellowstone or Germany or whatever. And that's one of the things I want to do. I mean, or I'd like to do, but I don't know. Anyhow, sorry, I lost my train of thought. No, I do. I am sincerely sorry towards Lisa and Joan. But like I said, I want to get back to the Bible. I want to get back to the way it was before the chaos, before the misunderstandings, before the whole shebang started. And I am going to say this much though, because all the happenings that's been going on lately, of course it doesn't help that I had my shingle shot yesterday. My whole body this morning felt like, death warmed over, but I'm going to focus on what I feel is necessary. That means spending more time with my family, focusing on our well-being, things of that nature. And hold on, Ori, I'll be done with this in a second. We'll go back out. We'll go back out in the living room. I wish there was a way you can open up that door. If I had German door handles, you'd figure it out. Come here, baby. Come here. I know. We'll go out in a moment. But the other thing the other thing that I know bugs me and causes me problems is when there's people out there who are jumping onto my chats and causing me issues. I don't need that, and I'm not gonna have it no more. So if you're gonna come on and comment, be polite. Don't just start, complaining about one thing or another, or any of that. My channel is not going to have a lot of discussions about what's going on that I want to keep personal. Whether it's communications with my mom, something going on with my wife. I'm realizing, and yes, it does take me a while because I am slow, but I am realizing that a lot of the conversations that have happened in the past should never have been aired out on YouTube. So when I get on here to do a vlog, I'm going to try to focus on what I came on here for, which would, the Bible, good things that are happening. Oh, so, like this, okay? You can ask my mom because I talked to her about it. Went to the dentist today. The dentist I saw basically did x-rays and examined my teeth, and he was pretty much like, you need to go see an oral surgeon to have these, what I have left basically removed so I can get full dentures. The only problem at this point in time is the dental surgeons are pretty well booked up. And I'm like, okay, how long am I gonna have to wait? And the doctor's like, well, they'll call you when they can fit you in or whatnot. And I'm like, oh God. One of my biggest problems is, and this stems from growing up in the military, is the whole hurry up and wait. I want to get this done as quickly as possible, but now I gotta wait for the oral surgeon. And then the dentist basically told me once I'm done with the oral surgeon, and then wait 2 months for my bone structure and whatnot to settle, to heal, basically. Then I can go in and do the full up and down dentures like my mom has. And I'm like, Okay. The only bad thing I see right now is just the hurry up and wait part. The other thing I did today was I went down to Compass Health to get back into their program so I can see a therapist or something like that. And I realized maybe if I call the place where the dentist is, because they got they got primary care, they've got dental care, and they've got psych care or mental health care. And the place is called Four Rivers. And yeah, I'm thinking about calling them back tomorrow to see if I can get in with an actual therapist who can not only work with me with my issues, but if necessary, medication. So we're gonna see how that goes here in the near future. But these are things I'm doing for myself. These are things I want to do for myself. So that's basically everything that's been going on in a nutshell. But yeah, I will be reading more out of the Bible and taking care of myself better. You know, I can think of a lot of things that I need to do to take care of myself better, but I haven't been. Besides stopping with the soda, which thankfully I only have one from Blue Moon. But there's just so many other things that I just need to do for myself. Now, if you're going, if those of you who are out there are going to, support me with taking care of myself and whatnot, that's fine and dandy. But let's leave Jerry Ann and my mom out of the picture. Not that they're out of the picture, but this is for me. This has nothing to do with Jerry Ann anymore. This doesn't have to do with Mom anymore. This has to do with me. And what I need help with, or things that I need to deal with. Now, your advice and whatnot, I'll listen to your advice. But if it sounds like something that I can't do, and there's a lot of things that have to do with me and Jerry that I cannot do. So that's why I want to leave as best as I can. Leave Jerry and Mom out of my vlogs, because that's a personal situation that I should bring to them and them only. Nobody else. So that's my vlog for today. Hopefully tomorrow my body will feel a whole lot better and my brain will be a lot more focused, that I can... Oh, why don't I just do that, Jim? My Bible verse has reading subjects. So I can find something out of there and read. Because then I can have more interaction with you guys, because you can possibly give me your insights on what I was reading. It sounds like a great idea. But anyhow, I will figure that out in the near future and bring it forth. So until then, you guys have a good day. Bye.